Hello, fellow captains. I am your host, Brent Justice. Welcome to my gaming channel, Just Gaming for Us, and welcome to Star Trek Online. So in the last video, I want to make a quick apology. I had the volume accidentally turned down in the game a little too low. I was listening to some music one night while playing, and I had turned the game volume down, and I forgot to turn it back up before I started recording again. So the game volume was down last video. I apologize, but this time volume is back up and we're ready to go. I'm on my Omega character on the Romulan faction as a Reman aligned with the KDF. A bunch of stuff there. Now I have done something. I have improved my character since the last video in just a little bit of a way, and let me tell you how. Up to this point, I have not been using active duty officers to improve things. I had no active space and no active ground duty officers, and I was like, why not? So I went through all of my duty officers of every quality: epic, ultra, very rare, rare, uncommon, common. I went through all of them and applied the ones that are relevant to my character and the abilities I'm using. And I ended up not having as many as I thought I would. I thought I would fill them all out to 5, which is the max you can have on space and ground. But no, I only have 3 on space and 2 on ground that are useful. So I probably need to spend some time going through DOFs and finding some better ones. But anyway, let me show you what I do have active now, which will improve the character a little bit. I've got Harnack on space. He will reduce the time for tactical team and buff. So let's bring all of his info up here. Recharge time reduced for tactical team and buff to starship weapons specialization on use of tactical team after activating tactical team. Reduces tactical team's recharge time by 4 seconds, and you get +6 starship weapon specialization, which improves your critical hit chance with weapons. So I will make sure to use tactical team a lot to get that benefit from Harnack. Also in space, I have Charlanor. He grants a 10% chance to apply an accuracy and perception buff to the caster when activating tactical team. This buff lasts for the duration of tactical team. A 10% chance to boost perception by 100 for 10 seconds, and a 10% chance to boost accuracy rating by 5 for 10 seconds when activating tactical team. So I will make sure to again use tactical team. Finally, Nalani in space. Recharge time reduced for engineering team by 2 seconds, and buff to starship hull repair when use of engineering team after activating engineering team. Reduces engineering team's recharge time by 2 seconds, but you get a +5 starship hull restoration. Improves hull healing for 15 seconds. So I will make sure to use engineering team. So that's pretty cool. And I think I have engineering team. Yeah, right here, engineering team. So I have engineering team, and of course I've got tactical team right here. So I got tactical team and engineering team. So when I use those abilities, these will apply. On ground, I have only got 2 things, not a whole lot here. I have Salona. She has a chance to beam down additional security escorts when security team is used. A 20% chance beam down an additional level 2 security escort 2 crew. So that's nice. When I use security team, I can have a chance to have extra security team beam down with them with this stuff. Also on ground, chance to reduce the time for most grenade skills to recharge. So a 33% chance of reducing the recharge time by 2 seconds on grenades. And I do use grenades. So there you go. I do need to probably spend some time and get some more DOFs that are real useful. But that's what I had in my inventory. So I applied that, and now instantly my character is just a little bit better. Okay, in the last mission we played Survivor, and we ended yesterday's war. Like literally, that was that storyline. It's done. we're moving on to the next storyline, which is a pretty heady storyline, and it's called Future Proof. A lot is going on here. This mission we're playing today is called Sunrise. With the war against the Iconians over, it's time for us to rebuild, to take stock of our situation, and to return to our roots as explorers. A star in an unexplored system near Ferenginar has become unstable. There's nothing to indicate any change to its stellar life cycle. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to chart the system, investigate the star, and improve our understanding of what's happening.
The Iconian War is finally over, and we can concentrate once more on securing the future of the Romulan Republic. We've recently learned that an unexplored star system near Ferenginar has suddenly become unstable. Nobody seems to know why the star is dying. In the interest of exploration and expansion of the Republic's knowledge, and potentially its borders, I want you to head there and see what you can learn. To secure our future, we will need resources and allies. Turning our ships toward exploration is the best way to find both.
Okay, we're going to go to an unexplored star system at the edge of Ferenginar in the Alpha Quadrant and investigate the sudden instability in the star. Quantum phase is the key for this one, and we'll look at the rewards after the mission. We've received instructions to pick up a stellar phenomena specialist, a Cardassian scientist by the name of Tenora Zuval. She's currently at Deep Space Nine. We can beam her directly on board from the station. So we need to make a stop at Deep Space Nine, and we're way over here in Kronos. Can I just go there? Kronos, Sphere, New, Romulus, Fleet, Delta. I don't think so. I am gonna have to go the old way. The old-fashioned way. Well, that's gonna take a while, isn't it? So I'm happy I made those changes. That's going to help this character just a little bit in space and ground. And yeah, like I said, I'll need to look for more. Let's go ahead and... I never did open my personal endeavors from the last time I played. Let's open those. Get all those rewards for that. Get rid of these. Take that. Romulan Operative Personal Shield, that was from last time. That will keep, that will keep. That we will salvage. These I need to get rid of too. And I'll keep this for now. Boy, my inventory's full. I kind of need to go to the bank and put some stuff away, huh? But all that's cleared out and ready to go. Let's see. Endeavors. I do have a perk point to spend. Damage resist alpha. Drain resistance. Increase your ship's resistance to shield drain. No. Increase your resistance to movement and targeting impairment. Increase your damage resistant rating versus plasma, phaser, proton, psionic, and cold damage in space. Do I encounter a lot of that stuff? I encounter plasma with the Borg, but I don't know. I have nothing in this one. But I can't spend it yet? Is that what that means? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one to go with. Let's first go to deep... No, I don't want to go to deep space. I want to go to the next place. I have to go up here to get to it. I'm not sure where to put my point. Guys, let me know what you think. Where should I put my point? Damage resistance alpha, drain resist space, control resist ground. Give me some ideas, because I don't know where to put that spec point. Alright, and then once we hit DS9 and pick up this scientist, we will head to the unexplored system. I like the idea of getting back to the basics, getting back to exploration. We've had a lot of war. Let's have some exploration now. That's part of what we do too. Yeah, good. I guess I'm ready for action. I think this is going to be mostly all space for this mission. Almost there, DS9. Okay, here we go. Warped in. Let's beam up the specialist.
Thank you for the pickup. I'm Tenora Zuval. Let's get started. My preliminary observations show some kind of unknown stellar problem. This unexplored system near Ferenginar is undergoing solar death. Basically, it's as if the star is going out suddenly, but there's no good reason why. We need to get close enough to take some readings and see what we can figure out.
She's kind of cute for a Ferengi. Did I just say Ferengi? Never, ever, ever let me repeat that or say that ever again in my entire life. I meant Cardassian. She's kind of cute for a Cardassian. A Ferengi. Oh my gosh. That is not what I have on my mind. Wow. We're going to forget that ever happened. Moving on. Let's go to this unexplored star system, which is Lucari. Got us mostly there. Creeping up on it. Space is big. Takes a while to get places. Okay, here we go. Let's begin sunrise. We've arrived in the system about 0.5 AU from the star. Still no indication of what's causing the stellar decay. Detecting only gas giants in system, no signs of rocky planets other than the occasional moon for those Jovians. We're a little outside optimal range. We could probably get better resolution on sensors if we nudged a few kilometers closer. Well, let's do it. Conduct scans.
Getting swamped with solar radiation. Try reducing the gain on your sensors. Initial results don't make any sense. The star's core reactions are failing, but it still has so much mass that it should be conducting fusion. It's as if it suddenly decided that it was no longer going to do hydrogen fusion, just heavier fusion processes.
Let's collect some stellar particles and see if we can find any clues.
This kind of matter is ejected during corona events. We should be able to collect some with your ship's ram scopes if we head to one of the ejection zones.
Well, then let's do that. I'm guessing it's like this here. Here we go. Solar particles. Let's get some. Solar particles for breakfast.
Results are coming in now. This still isn't making any sense. It's as if the star's life cycle was suddenly accelerated somehow, but it never went through an expansion cycle. There's no good explanation for this yet. Maybe something else in the system caused it.
Okay, what if this phenomena caused other bodies in the system as well?
If this is system-wide, we should find evidence of similar problems, with nuclear and chemical reactions in the system's gaseous bodies. There's a large amount of gaseous stellar matter further from the star. We should have no trouble checking that hypothesis.
Let's go. That's a great shot. Looks real nice. Nice sweeping shot of the ship.
This is very strange. Usually nebulae are massive clouds between star systems. Finding a micronebula in system like this is quite rare. This may be the result of an event such as a cosmic string, shearing through a gas giant and turning it back into particulate matter. I'll need some more readings to know for certain.
Sure. All the particulate matter make your ship sensors unreliable for kilocams. Kilocams. Oh yeah, I'm Klingon. Well, I'm aligned with the Klingons. And shields will be offline. The best we'll be able to do is check small areas till we get close to something unusual. We should head to where the deionized particle density is highest. Okay, I've got to find these particles now to scan. Which I'm not really sure where they are. I think I can use my scanner, can't I? Not often we have to use this thing, but it comes in handy in this mission. Reading deionized particles, I see fragments, trace amounts of inert materials, picking up low-level distortion, probably from impulse engines. Another ship may have been here recently. Okay, keep searching. There's another one. Readings indicate agitated particles and trace heat. Reading an energy search, possibly something headed this way. Tholians, what are they doing here? Well, don't know, but they are.
Ship is under attack.
Well, I'm stuck.
Hull integrity below 75%.
There we go, now I got him good.
Data is coming in now. Nothing unusual coming in from the nebula, but those Tholian ships were quite far from home. Unfortunately, they can't give us answers. Looks like there's some heavy ionization on the far side of the nebula, though. As if it's receiving some kind of reflected radiation from one of the gas giants.
Set a course. There's a large asteroid ring around this gas giant. We're reading a few metallic asteroids and some low-level radiation. Maybe some additional clues, but nothing concrete. There's a lot of small debris moving at high speed here. Nothing we can't clear up with our weapons, but we'll just need to make sure not to miss. Okay. We need to scan these asteroids. Asteroid is mostly silicates with a few small deposits of iron and magnesium. This asteroid has some zinc, copper, and cobalt, plus traces of tungsten and mercury. Let's go to this.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Just got hit by an asteroid. That's fun. Think I'm gonna get hit again. Nope, I avoided it. Large amounts of nickel, some titanium, and uranium. Lots of silicon. Here's something interesting. This asteroid's been excavated. Along one side, looks like someone used a primitive mechanical probe to crack part of the asteroid and remove some of it. Low-grade warp signature, nothing sophisticated. Someone's been here, but probably not with the kind of technology that could explain the stellar problems. Let's get closer to that gas giant and its moons and see if we can find any clues. Plotting an optimal location for scanning the gas giant and its moons should be on the display now. Almost there. Scan it. This is interesting. We're picking up several moons around this gas giant, and some of them are habitable. I'm picking up comm traffic. One of those moons is inhabited. Well, why didn't we pick this up outside the system? There are thousands of background signals in space, many from civilizations we haven't encountered yet. Since a preliminary long-range scan of the system showed no Class M or L planets, it seems that nobody thought that it would be inhabited. Our computers just classified these signals as ambient background until we were right on top of the transmitters. Universal Translator is updating now. Any signs of starships or bases? A few minor orbital facilities, significant industrial infrastructure, 8 billion inhabitants. I'm picking up a few low-power warp trails, nothing the size of a starship, maybe a handful of probes. There's evidence that we've come across an early warp-capable civilization. Well, assume a non-threatening posture out of weapons range and open all comm channels. Let's establish a cautious but conciliatory approach. So, we can make first contact with them because they are a warp culture. If they were non-warp, we would not. So...
Greetings, unknown vessel. This is Administrator Kumar K. Please provide identification.
This is Admiral Omega. I represent the Romulan Republic.
Welcome to Lucari. Visitors here are rare, but we're always gratified by the chance to meet and exchange information with travelers. I regret that you have arrived at a difficult time. You may have noticed that our home star has become unstable. I'm leading a project to try to reignite the star. Unfortunately, we've already suffered severe disruptions, and we have a lot of problems to tackle right now.
You've had visitors of other species, huh?
Yes, we've previously had contact with the Zenkethi and the Ferengi. We've heard a bit about the Deferi and the Breen, but they haven't ever been to our system. Our home world provides for all of our raw material needs, along with a few mining outposts around the asteroids and the gas giant. We've never had a compelling need to engage in space exploration. And now that our sun is going out, we're scrambling everything we've got to see if we can find a solution or a way to evacuate at least a few of our people.
We noticed a problem with your star. We came to investigate why this is happening.
These problems started only recently, just a few days ago. Our astronomers noted a significant shift in the star's output, and now it looks like it's guttering and dying. If we can't solve this problem, it's the end of our species. I'm the project leader for our solar probe team. We're going to try to restart fusion with a quantum chromodynamic accretion burst, but honestly, this is a colossal problem, and it may be beyond us.
My ship is part of a larger fleet. We have advanced technology, and we may be able to assist you.
We have a solar probe ready that contains the booster module that needs to be fired into the star. It's capable of warp 2. There's a problem, though. The probe's remote navigation systems don't work. All of the interference from the solar flaring and guttering is blocking the signal. Could your ship get a trajectory plot so that we could set a pre-programmed course?
Yeah, sure. We'll help you. Let's adjust the trajectory. Okay, so point 1 should be at an elevation of 9850, and it's 9650. So move the first point down. Up. 9897. Up. No. Down. Okay, I guess down goes up. Okay. 9850. Okay. Point 2 should be at an offset of 94. It's 92. So 94. That's done. Display plots. I mean, we did it, right? It was pretty simple.
We're getting your telemetry now. I'll have my engineers prepare the probe. Let's see if this works. Nothing to worry about, just the future of my planet. The
yeah.
probe's made it out of orbit.
Yay. Oh, there it goes. It's tiny.
Engaging secondary boosters to head out of planetary range. It's gone to warp.
Okay. We're tracking telemetry.
The probe is arriving at the solar corona. Deploying chromodynamic boost. No effect.
Well, that was fast.
Didn't work.
Shouldn't
Repeat.
you,
Well, it didn't work.
shouldn't you at
That
least
was
wait a
our
minute?
one shot.
That was fast.
Thank you for trying to help. I'm not sure what to try next. Maybe we can evacuate a few people. I'm not going to give up. But the situation is grim. If your people can offer any other help, we would welcome it. But I just don't see a way to relocate 8 billion people in the next few hours.
We are not necessarily out of solutions. We might be able to find a way to reignite the star. Unknown vessel. We've got a new arrival. Unknown ship.
My name is Caldano. Looks like I've arrived at the perfect time. I'm here to help with the problem with this star. I'm a scientist, and I have some specialized knowledge that can help.
Now, we didn't meet him, but we went to the future, remember, in a mission to save him. This is that Caldano. It's nice to meet you, Cal. Your help will be appreciated.
Apologies for the interruption. This is my home star. My people are the ones at risk here. If you have some way to reverse this process, my people should be involved.
Agreed. Since no other solutions were presented, yeah, let's hear him
All
out.
right, I'm willing to do so, but it will take me a little while to get a shuttle out there. As you might imagine, things are a little hectic over here right now.
Don't worry, we won't need a shuttle.
You won't be able to get a lock on my ship interior due to the subspace manifolds. I'll go ahead and bring you aboard.
Okay. Let's all go to his ship. Because it's bigger on the inside.
Welcome aboard. I'm Caldano.
You moved me here without crossing the intervening space. You have quantum teleportation technology.
Yes, we call it a transporter. It has a limited range, but it's useful for going from surface to ship.
Impossible! This ship's interior is massive, even though it's no bigger than a shuttle.
My ship uses compactified subspace folds. It's bigger on the inside.
It really is. Right now, though, we have bigger issues to handle. Do we really? Because I'd love to get a hold of some of that bigger on the inside technology.
This is all quite overwhelming. This Caldano person is another stranger from somewhere else? And you're here to help with our dying star?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yes, I suppose I can see how a star suddenly dying might attract someone's attention.
Yep, I'm also interested in opening dialogue with your people.
It's an odd coincidence. We'd probably never have met if it weren't for the trouble with the star. My people have never really had any desire to go exploring out there. We've sent a few probes and met a couple of neighbors, but we're happy at home, and we have what we need, so why risk it? I guess this crisis answers that question. The galaxy is bigger than us, and to survive, we need to look past just our homeworld.
Yep.
It sounds like you have a lot of experience in meeting other kinds of people. Maybe if we survive this, we can take the chance and learn more about each other, to talk about what we might have in common and what we have to offer.
I'm sure that my people will want to open relations.
What can I do to help? My home is at risk. I want to do something, to be involved in solving this problem.
Stay with me. You can see how we study and solve these problems.
Welcome to my ship. Don't be alarmed. This vessel is from the 31st century, and it has some technology you may not recognize yet. I can assure you, though, that I'm here to help.
Well, that explains why I wasn't able to scan through your ship's hull, or how you are able to have technology that can repair a dying star.
Correct. I'm associated with the temporal division of... well, let's just say that I'm an ally from the future, and I'm here to save the Lucari star.
So this involves changing the time stream? I've had about enough of that recently.
No, I'm trying to prevent changes. Someone's tampered with this star. It's not supposed to die out here. The Lucari don't disappear today, at least not if we have any say in it. I have some technology that can help, but we'll need to rework it in order to repair the star's fusion processes. What I need you to do is help me align this matrix to match the star's original spectrum.
Okay, well, let's do it. Adjust the spectrums. Align the blue. Needs to be 450 to 495. Locked in. Sir, while scanning, I got some data on Caldano, and it's a little surprising. He seems to be a hybrid of human and Vulcan, with a small amount of DNA from the people of this world. Apparently, at some future date, these people, the Lucari, have a stronger tie with the rest of the galaxy. So he's not just protecting this planet, he's protecting his own ancestors from annihilation. Okay, adjust the red spectrum. Needs to be 622, 570. Locked in.
Sounds like whoever tried to destabilize the Lucari stars decided to come knocking. Let's see who... They're packing a real wallop! Shields just went down! We have incoming!
Here we go. Really? A 31st century ship and the shields just went down? With 2 hits?
Enemy targets on sensor.
Folians! Keep them away! I need to finish these computations!
Flanking damage detected.
I have the device shielded in a force field, but I can't deploy it until these Tholians are out of the way. Shields are back up! They shouldn't be able to get any more boarding parties over.
Shield losing power. Enemy combatant in close proximity.
Talk to Caldano again. That's one of the things that bug me about shows like this is they have to have conflict, so gotta have the Tholians beam aboard, but 2 shots from the Tholians of the 25th century and they take out the shields of a ship from the 31st century. Yeah, that don't make sense. The ship should be a lot more difficult to do that. So, yeah.
We've got a breather. Now I just have to charge the device and prepare it for use. In just a few minutes, it'll propagate a quantum wave shift that should correct the star's stalled fusion process. You should head back to your ship, and I'll send the administrator back home.
Okay.
The device is charging. We should be just a few minutes away from repairing the star now.
Give us the talks, mutant.
Warning.
Just
Ship is under attack.
wonderful. Now the
Target
Tholians
shield
want my
has
quantum
failed.
phase inhibitor.
You will surrender the talks, mutant, or you will be destroyed.
Obviously, we can't let them have it. Just need a little more time and we can rejuvenate the star. 4 shields failing. Target's shields have failed. Four shields failing. Rear shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Capacitor's full. Firing in 3 seconds.
Activating the rejuvenator.
It's working! Look at the star! Check the spectral readings. The fusion process is reigniting, and it's returning to normal.
Readings are stabilizing. The shockwave should be barely noticeable by the
Some of
Lucari.
their ships have just arrived at our home system. They're attacking our homeworld. We don't have any way to repel starships like this. Please help us.
Okay, we need to go help them. Wow, there's a lot of them.
Please, you have to stop them. We don't have any warships or space weapons.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing. Four shields failing.
Oh man, I'm destroyed. They had me like in every tractor beam. I could not move. Remember, I'm playing in advanced difficulty, so these missions are a little bit more difficult. And I can definitely feel that.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Left shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
The Tholians have managed to get my ship in a web. I need your help.
I have to say, the Tholians are very annoying. They really are. Those little ships are
Warning.
annoying.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75%. 4 shields failing.
They've stolen my quantum phase inhibitor.
Target's shields have failed.
Annoying. Very annoying.
Target's shields have failed.
Finally. Took a while.
Thanks for the save, but the Tholians managed to steal the Tox Utot while they had my ship webbed. That must have been their plan all along. My data suggests that the Tholians used a trilithium warhead to destabilize the star. But the amount of resources needed to build such a weapon makes it inefficient, to say the least. No, I suspect that somehow they knew that I'd come here to save this star, and that I would bring the Tox Utot. Fortunately, the Lucari star is safe. However, nobody else will be as long as the Tholians have that device. They could use it to snuff out or destabilize stars anywhere they want.
So that is the Toxutant, and that's where it comes from. We'll have to get it back from them somehow, but that means we have to figure out the next
I have
target.
some thoughts on that, but I will need to do some calculations. These events and the Tox Utot itself are tied up in the temporal Cold War. The Tholians may not care, but by using the Tox Utot, they risk distorting the timeline by wiping out civilizations that are supposed to survive into the future, such as the Lucari. I'll be in
Okay.
touch.
Caldano is correct. You have preserved our future. My people will be forever grateful, not to mention my personal gratitude, of course. I think we have a bright future ahead of us, if you'll forgive my play on words. I am eager to see where it leads.
My people will
Thank you once
contact you again soon. We have many matters to discuss.
I wish I could ask you about your science, your trade, your society. But I suppose there will be time for all of that now that our crisis has been averted. Won't there?
My people lost their home to the destruction of their star. I like that it brings that up, so, recognizes we're Romulan. I hope that in averting this disaster, we've laid the groundwork for a place of mutual respect.
I think our friend the administrator here is going to need a ride home. Would you mind? If you'll pick her up and take her home, I'll start looking for more data about the Tholians' plans.
I guess I'm already close enough to take her home. I'll return Return her...
I have collected an amazing amount of information about what happened to this star. Thank you for bringing me along. Once we're back in Allied space, I'll take a shuttle home.
Okay. I forgot she was there. It seems that first contact with the Lucari has gotten off to a reasonable start. Now we just have to hope that when the Tholians show up again with the Toxutot, we can stop them from doing anything disastrous. We're ready to leave the system. I like that mission. It's like exploration. Something new happens. We've got a new plot started, a new storyline started that we're going into now. The Toxutot, this whole temporal Cold War stuff. Tholians are involved. Lucari are involved. There's going to be others involved. It's really cool stuff. Let's turn this in. Caldano.
Your discovery of a nearby warp-capable species may be a boon to the Republic. We will open a dialogue immediately to discuss the possibility of trade. This time traveler and his quantum inhibitor, though, are potentially very dangerous. Republic intelligence will search for information regarding what the Tholians might be up to. In the meantime, keep your ship on ready status in case we need to respond quickly in order to find the Tox Uthot.
Uthot or Utot? I've heard it two ways now. Uthot? Okay, so we got quantum stuff. Quantum phase torpedo, universal quantum phase converter, quantum phase beams. It's all part of a set called the quantum phase catalyst. And let me tell you, it's a good set. If you want a good phaser setup, this whole quantum set is phenomenal. So play this mission over and over, get all the pieces, and put this set together, and you'll have a really nice ship build. I'm going to take the quantum phase converter that does, I'm not using phaser damage, but look at that, plus 20% phaser damage, auxiliary power settings, starship drain expertise, good stuff there. So we'll just take that. Got that one. That's sunrise. It's done. So under future-proof, sunrise is done. Next, we will play Stormbound. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Check out Twitter at Brent_Justice for updates. You can follow me there. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Brent Justice. This helps support the channel and also allows me to publish more and more videos.